Yep, we are ready, rendered. Send Tower of Heaven our way. My goodness, it gets me every time, the little choking...
The sounds of rendered dying.
Yeah. It almost feels like just putting in the replay and then just goes back to curl up into a fetal position to stay alive.
All right, that's the case. But on Tower of Heaven, meanwhile,
Borb is
getting some
starting
good stage
to
control despite the slight percent disadvantage.
Good cheeky use there of the clones there. It seems that Ace J is doing some lovely spacing out. That's what you want to see. But a missed up strong gets punished.
Borb now going to be hesitating with this bubble. Something we were seeing more from Red Shell, if anything else. So
Yep.
It's nice to see Borb changing up his gameplay a little bit with that. Unfortunately, not going to find too much fruit as Ace J is going to take that first stock lead. But the beautiful Dare Spike. Forward Air Spike, in fact.
Yep, I do feel like Borb has just got the pattern down on those ones. Like there's that slight drift and second jump delayed to get that spot on is always a beauty to see. Signature tongue coming up. Yeah. Bubble Prism.
And this time, Borb taking the small percent lead. Not going to be phased by the clone coming out, just once again going to hit them both. These sorts of like... Yeah, these sorts of like really aggressive outer smoke clones not quite having much of an impact.
Not right now. Borb has seen them before, has faced Unladen a couple of times already, and obviously played lots of Fosburns in other sets. So no stranger to it. Need to be a little bit more creative, create a bit of more of a mix-up situation, which Ace J is definitely capable of doing. Ooh, great spacing there by Ace J.
And again, like, baiting out this tongue Borb wants to go for, but just staying right out of the range and getting back in.
It's certainly a different feel to the Ace J that we saw fighting Louis Pad now. Coming in with a bit of a calmer mind. Yep, I'm in top 8. I can space, I can move. I've found my buttons, my fingers. And also having the space, I suppose. Because Louis Pad was very much more aggressive. But Borb closing out game 1.
Yeah. Borb's very good at holding this center stage, like on-stage control. And not letting Ace back on at all.
No, you say it's a surprising, or as you certainly fight high caliber players, how much you realize people are able to control while not advancing onto you. So up to Jules Vale.
And it's going to be onto Ace to probably try and find some recovery mix-ups in order to get around that.
Indeed,
because we might have
because
to see it very soon, because already Ace J being knocked to 50%. That much in return.
There we go. Oh, I must say I am quite loving those clones getting eaten. It's quite a good way of not getting eaten yourself, because we do know
if they're just made of smoke though.
It depends. Some people are up for that, but it's certainly a good way of countering a signature move of Borb in some sense. Not that that's possibly what Ace J is aiming to do, but it is a good side effect.
What we're seeing here is that Borb is being, compared to, you know, say the R&D set here, Borb's being very proactive about getting rid of this smoke. So Ace J running out of options off stage. Very quickly.
Very much so. It's what I would consider similar to when you play chess is when you pin a piece. So you use your darts or any move that not only clears the smoke, but obviously pushes a hitbox towards your opponent, and thereby pinning them while doing two things at the same time. It's a great way of doing it.
Now, AJ's eating some smoke here. Might be looking for a combust. Is going to find
There it is.
That percent. Unfortunately, only going to serve to delay Borb's returns.
We're seeing AJ trying to adapt here, knowing that Borb will come with certain attacks as soon as he lands. So we saw a good immediate parry, which could have actually paid off right there. Just Borb decided to step back for that one time.
Borb not gonna fall onto the Force Burn, but
Ooh, great response there.
yeah.
Indeed, this linear recoveries are something that Borb won't let slip past.
Well, this is some better usage of smoking clones, but Borb gonna very patiently hang out on the edges of these smoke clouds just to give himself more room to work.
It does feel like the aggressive capes are definitely not working out right now. The moving forwards one, anyone moving backwards has sort of had a good effect, has had a positive contact, but at the moment they're just being thrown out a bit too much.
And AJ's still getting some nice spacing on these tongues. A really good tongue on the bubble's gonna send Borb flying. And, oh, that could have gone either way with the trade, but AJ's attack gonna be a little bit stronger.
And therefore putting them on the board, one apiece. Right, moving on to Spirit Tree, it seems like we're just going to have a continuation of this arms race for positioning and clearing and simply tacking on percent and controlling the stage, essentially.
And some really good chains from Borb, already putting Ace J into such a dangerous position.
Oof. As we were saying, Borb is able to just be a little bit more patient and time with his movement, but certainly not in this moment. He's putting on the pressure and clearing out.
Good stuff.
Very good, solid first stock. Only 24%. That must feel very comfortable. And now you can also shift back into a comfortable, slower pace. And it's sometimes very unsettling to be behind this much and having a person who's just asking you to bait you.
Because as you say that, we start seeing some more tongues coming out. Starting to fish then. Spike down the wall, and tech not going to be found by Ace J, who is now in a bit of a tricky spot. 3 stocks to 1.
Indeed, and the parries just keep coming. I mean, that was the third attempt this game only of that fair happening, and hitting it already at a critical moment.
We're seeing Borb's extreme comfort on this stage. HJ cannot really find much of an opening. Borb's getting his parries, he's moving around. He's, yeah.
Doing a couple of tongues that are a bit, just to see what happens, but you can afford to do this when you're this far ahead. And again, we're seeing some clearing of the smoke in the hopes to cause a mistake off stage and a burning of resources, and that'll clear it. Wow.
Bit of a slow purple, but it's a purple.
It is a purple. Purple is purple.
Really great stuff by Borb there, playing very calm, very smart.
And bringing it straight to a game 4 and match point for himself. So let's see if he continues to put on the pressure and put Ace J in a bit of a tight spot now that playing from behind with someone not giving you any space to actually think or move. I do love how Borb is able to mix up the pressure from being close range to just using the darts, and then suddenly going in, pushing you off the stage with a potential spike looming over you. And then Ace J not having many answers at the moment, just trying to survive.
And you can see as soon as Ace J goes off stage, Borb is ready to start clearing out this smoke. He is not letting this Force Burn have a single inch of free recovery. And it's really starting to tack on the punishment. As percent's climbing again, Forsburn's getting dangerously close to going right back.
It seems like
stage.
Borb is on a warpath to meet Burning again at this stage.
In fact, funnily enough, the main times Borb's falling or fall behind is throwing up these tongues that Ace J is still beautifully spacing.
Yeah, that has been a delight to watch. Really great wave dashing. Wave dancing, sorry. Here we go. Another tongue, tack on a bit of percent. Actually going for a kill confirm, which was beautifully DI'd right there. But that will do it, and we're one stock down, basically. And in a tight situation, because now we're going to tack on a ton of percent, possibly even set up for a spike.
Borb actually going to unfortunately drop the combo on the bubble there. Good movement from Ace J to stay away from it. Gonna retain stage control, and now looking for something to get himself back into the game. The parry's gonna come through, but he's still in a good spot to get it down to the last stock each.
Making really good use of the platforms that are Fosburn friendly. Great use of smoke. And again!
Really good use of clone to just completely deny this ton. But 100% is still 100%. He's getting Borb into the air. And just trying to play around with smoke, trying to find an opening where he can maybe get something out of it, but there goes all the smoke again, leaving Forsburn with no recovery, and Borb's gonna punish it.
And take the set with that one. That was indeed, it was very methodical clearing of the smoke to finish it off. Love to see it. Love to see all those strategic plays happening live. Well, so that means that
players.
Yeah,
and,
so that means...
Yeah,
you go.
Good job. I want to say good job to Ace J for the top 8.
And to Louis Pad for joining. Both of them did a really great showing, gave us some great games. And now we are going to be clocking off, Wacky. It's been a pleasure having this other cast with you. I hope we'll have plenty more.
That is the end of our little tenure here for tonight.
And we have Anti and Frost.
So, thank you to everyone in chat for joining us, making this a very entertaining stream by torturing Rendered.
Poor Rendered. Send him some true love. Subscribe again. Subs. No. He's saying no, please, no. Awesome. Well,
been great to see you, Darkbot. Thank you for having us on Rendered, and I suppose we will call it there. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the bracket.
Ciao.